Dear secondary students, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to a new lesson which is entitled Conservation. Lesson 5, King Lear, Act 4. New vocabulary. Number 1, reward. It's a verb. It means to give something to someone because of his or her hard work. يكافئ. The example: the teacher rewarded his students for their high marks. Number 2, duty. It's a noun. It means something that you have to do. شيء واجب نعمله. For example, it's my duty to clean my room. Number 3, purse. It's a noun. It means a small bag used to keep coins and money. For example, when I go out, I put my money in my purse. Number 4, jewel. It's a noun. It means a shiny stone used in necklaces and rings. For example, necklaces and rings are made of valuable jewels. Now let's start with scene 4. Here we have a summary about scene 4. Cordelia enters, leading her soldiers. Lear has hidden from her in the cornfield. Cordelia sends 100 soldiers to find Lear and bring him back. She consults with a doctor about Lear's chances of recovering his sanity. The doctor tells her that what Lear most needs is sleep and rest. A messenger brings Cordelia the news that the British armies of Cornwall and Albany are marching towards them. Cordelia expected this news, and her army stands ready to fight. في المشهد ده دخلت كورديليا مع جنودها وطلبت منهم البحث عن الملك لير اللي كان مختفي في الحقول، وسألت الدكتور عن حالة الملك لير. قال لها إن هو محتاج المزيد من الراحة والنوم، وجات لها أخبار عن وصول جيوش كورنوول، وبالتالي طلبت من جيوشها الاستعداد. Now let's see scene 5. هنشوف دلوقتي ملخص لسين 5، المشهد الخامس. Back at Gloucester's castle, Regan enters with Oswald, who tells Regan that Albany's armies has set out. It seems that Goneril is a better soldier than Albany. Regan is extremely curious about the letter that Oswald carries from Goneril to Edmund, but Oswald refuses to show it to her. Regan guesses that the letter concerns Goneril's love affair with Edmund, and she tells Oswald plainly that she wants Edmund for herself. Regan reveals that she has already spoken with Edmund about this possibility. It would be more appropriate for Edmund to get involved with her, now a widow, than with Goneril, with whom such involvement would constitute adultery. She gives Oswald a letter to deliver to Edmund whenever he may find him. Finally, she promises Oswald a reward if he can find and kill Gloucester. في المشهد ده في قلعة جلوسستر دخلت ريجن مع أوسوالد اللي أخبرها إن جيش ألباني وصل، وكان معاه خطاب. كانت عايزة تعرف الخطاب اللي مع أوسوالد مكتوب فيه إيه. كان الخطاب ده جونريل بعتته لإدموند، لكن أوسوالد رفض إنه يوريها الخطاب، وأخبرت أوسوالد إنها بتحب إدموند وأرسلت له خطاب مع أوسوالد، وأخيرا طلبت من أوسوالد إنه يقتل جلوسستر، وإنه لو عمل كده هتديه مكافأة كبيرة. Now let's see Scene 6. Let's start the summary. Edgar is still disguised as a beggar in the countryside and leads Gloucester toward Dover. Edgar pretends to take Gloucester to the cliff, telling him that they are going up steep ground and hearing the sea. Finally, he tells Gloucester that they are at the top of the cliff. He waits quietly nearby as Gloucester prays to the gods to forgive him. Gloucester can no longer bear his suffering and intends to commit suicide. He falls to the ground. Fainting, Edgar wakes Gloucester up. He no longer pretends to be poor Tom, but now acts like an ordinary gentleman. Although he still doesn't tell Gloucester that he is his son, Edgar says that he saw him fall from the cliffs of Dover and that it is a miracle that he is still alive. Clearly, Edgar states that the gods don't want Gloucester to die. Edgar also informs Gloucester that he saw the creature who had been with him at the top of the cliff, and that this creature wasn't a human being, but a devil. Lear, wandering across the plain, stumbles upon Edgar and Gloucester, crowned with wild flowers. He is mad. He babbles to Edgar and Gloucester, speaking irrationally and with a strange perspectiveness. في المشهد ده إدجار لا يزال متنكر في هيئة شحات، وكان بيتظاهر لجلوسستر إنه هياخده للصخرة العالية علشان يسمعوا صوت البحر. وبعد شوية ظهر الملك لير، وكان شكله غريب وكان لابس تاج من الزهور على شعره، وده يدل إن هو فعلا أصبح مجنون. Now let's do this exercise. Match the people with the description. We have many characters that we are going to match them with the right sentence. Edgar, Gloucester, Goneril and Regan, King Lear. Let's see the first sentence. Number 1, he is now mad and needs a lot of rest. Which one we will choose from these characters? The answer will be King Lear. Number 2, Regan calls him a blind traitor. The answer will be Gloucester. Number 3, he doesn't speak like a poor beggar now. The answer, Edgar. Number 4, they pretended to be kind to Lear. The answer, Goneril and Regan. Now let's see the next exercise. Complete the sentences from the story with these words. Cure, edge, jowl, reward, voice, and cliff. We are going to complete the sentence with these words. Number 1, the doctor says there is a space for King Lear. The answer, cure. Number 2, Regan will give a space for the person who kills Gloucester. The answer, reward. Number 3, Edgar takes Gloucester to the top of a cliff. Number 4, Gloucester thinks he is at the of a cliff. He is at the edge of a cliff. Number 5, Gloucester gives Edward a valuable to thank him. He gave him a valuable jowl to thank him. Number 6, Gloucester hears the of the king. He hears the voice of the king. Now we have come to the end of this lesson. Thank you and see you later in the next lesson.